Hey, what's up, everybody? Me and Bryce here, just hollering at you for a little bit. Listen, I wanted to share with you something, a remarkable story, something that really, really touched me, something that like is just on point, no matter what. I was studying the Word the other day, and I came across something, and I discovered something, and I just think it's worth sharing with everybody. But basically, there's a story in the Bible that's in all four Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. It's the same story. They give four different accounts of the same thing, which means to me that it must be very significant if, four different people are going to tell the same story of a valid book that's, proven its validity over 2,000 years. But that's not here nor there, and that's probably a sidebar. But as far as what I'm saying to you right now, um, there's this story where in the four gospels where Jesus tells the disciples to get in the boat and go across the sea and meet them on the other side. And he does uh, actually go ahead. This is actually right after the miracle of feeding the 5,000 with the four loaves of bread. So this miracle has just occurred, and after that miracle has occurred, and Jesus has shared the gospel with over 5,000 men. It was actually 5,000 men plus women and children, which means there was at least 17 to 20 some thousand people out there. Um, Jesus went ahead and did that. But this is right after that. Now he says, now go over there to the other side and I'll meet you over there. And as the account goes, it's a 7 mile journey. It's a 7 mile journey to cross to the other side. Right? Daddy talking. Be good. So there's a 7 mile journey going on over there. So halfway through that journey, 3.5 miles into it, they run into this humongous storm. So much of a storm, like it says, it was like they were about to perish, which means these are like experienced fishermen. So they literally thought that they were going to die, and they thought they were just going to die. And this is halfway through the storm that they thought they were going to die, and they looked out in the midst of this storm, in the midst of their like thinking that they were going to die, and boom, they as it is described, they thought they saw a ghost, but it was Jesus like walking on the water. He was like heading to the other side. He was getting it. And so much so, as the account goes, like in the Bible, it looked like Jesus was going to pass them by. And it was like, hey, man, we drowning, come get us, come get us. And Jesus was like, oh, I'm Jesus, let's, y'all act like y'all got a problem, basically. He gets in the boat, rebukes the storm stops. But the thing that stood out to me the most in studying those four gospels about that story is that as soon as he stepped in the boat and he sees the storm, that they were remarkably to the other side. They were like on the other side, on the other side. So 3.5 miles it took rowing or sailing or whatever it was that they did to get to that point. Jesus stepped in the boat remarkably, boom, on the other side. No rowing, no sailing, no nothing no more. Storm is over, everything gone. Boom, we on the other side. We at the destination where he told us to go. So what's the point of the story? The point of the story that just jumped out, just leaps out to me, is that you could be doing what God told you to do, like God told his own disciples, hey, go to the other side. You could be in the will of God. You could be doing exactly what God told you to do and run slap dab into the middle of a storm, like halfway in there. You could run into a storm. But what happens is when you call on that name for the one who sent you into that storm, who sent you to get to the other side, who sent you to do what you're supposed to be over there to do, you call on the name, you're going to find out what usually happens is as soon as God steps in, boom, that storm ceases and you, boom, reach your destination. Before time. Way before, sometimes right on time, sometimes a little bit, not in your time most times, but definitely when he step in, boom, you immediately get there. What a remarkable story. I think it's very important because if a story was put in all the four gospels of this one occurrence, that's how it go down in life, it's something to definitely pay attention to. That if you're gonna depend on God and do and go where he says for you to go, know that when you run into the storm, he will show up. But when he does, You to the other side. Don't even trip. Me and Bryce Thurston, sending it to you live, or however it is coming down the pipe. 1 2 1 2. God bless. We love you. Amen. Talk to you soon.